Setting proper motivation with 3 points. Refuge field. What to visualize and how to visualize. Bodhicittas field, what to visualize and how to visualize. And the purpose of this practice all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, they are watching us, and you are leading this, and all Dhamma Sensation beings are joining you. Page 3. And through your great compassion, you taught the Immaculate Dharma to dispel all perverted views. To you, the Buddha Gautama, I pay homage. And through your great compassion, you taught the Immaculate Dharma to dispel all perverted views. To you, the Buddha Gautama, I pay homage. And through your great compassion, you taught the Immaculate Dharma to dispel all perverted views. To you, the Buddha Gautama, I pay homage. Sanje joda zoge jonam lo janjo bado dane jabzo je dage jinso ge be sonam ge dola benjre sanje jubare sho sanje joda zoge jonam janjo bado dane jabzo je dage jinso ge be sonam ge dola benjre sanje jubare sho Sanje joda soge jonam lo chanjo bado dane japso shi dage jinso gebe sonam ge dola benjere sanje jubare sho. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my accumulations for the practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my accumulations for the practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my accumulations for the practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Independent origination, there is no ceasing, no arising, no annihilation, no permanence, no coming, no going, no separateness, and no sameness. I prostrate to the consummate Buddha, the Supreme among all teachers, the one who taught this peace, which is free of elaborations. I prostrate to the mothers of the hearers, the Bodhisattvas, and the Buddhas, who through the knowledge of all leads hearers seeking pacification, complete peace, who through the knowledge of past causes or accepting my graces achieve the aims to the world, and who through the possession of omniscience helps subdue us, expand a variety of teachings. The one who transformed into a reliable guide, motivated by others to benefit sentient beings. The teacher, Sugata, protector, and to you are my prostrations. The one who has eliminated the web of conceptualizations and is endowed with the divine bodies of the vast and the profound, who eternally shines forth the forever noble light rays. To you, the Buddha, make prostrations. Inspired by wisdom and compassion, today in the Buddha's presence, I chant the mind of full awakening for the benefit of all sentient beings. Om Yedharama Hetu Prabhava Hetum Tesham Tathagato Yavatat Desham Chayo Nirodha Eva Bhati Mahashramanaye Swaha. Om Yedharama Hetu Prabhavam Hetum Tesham Tathagato Yavatat Desham Chayo Nirodha Evam Bhati Mahashramanaye Swaha. Om Yedharama Hetu Prabhava Hetum Desham Tathagato Yavatat Desham Chayo Nirodha Evam Bhati Mahashramanaye Swaha. All phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata. The cessation of causes as well as taught by the Gracia. Profound, peaceful, elaboration-free, clear light and non-composite. Such is the natural light Dharma I have discovered. Finding no one who can fathom this teaching, in silence I will return to the woods. Pure utterance, thought and expression is the perfection of wisdom, which is unborn, unceased, and hence the nature of space. It's the object apprehension of self-realized wisdom. To you, the mother of the Buddhas of the 3 times obeisance. All composite things are impermanent, all contaminated things of the nature of suffering, all phenomena of the nature of emptiness and selflessness, transcending sorrow is peace. The Guru is the Buddha, the Guru is the Dharma, likewise the Guru is the Sangha, the Guru is the source of everything wholesome. I go for refuge to the Guru. By the sound of the vibrant drum of Dharma, you liberate all beings of miseries. I beseech you to kindly remain and give teachings until the end of the expanse of billions of aeons. The Buddha does not watch the negativities of beings, nor does he remove their miseries by his hands. His spiritual realizations are not transferred to them. It is by teaching the truth of the suchness that the beings are liberated. With folded hands I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered and miseries gloom. If you are attached to this life, you are not a spiritual practitioner. If you are attached to samsara, you have no renunciation. If you are attached to your own self-interest, you have no bodhicitta. If there is grasping, you do not have the view. Page 14. Praise to Shakyamuni Buddha. To the founder, the endowed transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, full destroyer, completely perfected, full awakened being, perfect in knowledge and good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme God of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and full awakened one, the endowed and transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer from the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings and go for refuge. When, O supreme amongst humans, you were born on this earth, you paced out 7 strides, then said, I am supreme in this world. To you who are wise, then I prostrate. With pure bodies, form supremely pure, wisdom ocean like a golden mountain, fame that blazes in the 3 worlds, winner the best, Lord, to you I prostrate. With the supreme science, face like a spotless moon, color like gold, to you I prostrate. Dust free like you, the 3 worlds are not. Incomparable wise one, to you I prostrate. The Savior having great compassion, the Founder having all understanding, the field of merit with qualities like a vast ocean, to you the Tathagata I prostrate. The purity free that once the virtue that frees one from the lower realms, the one path, the sublime pure reality, to the Dharma that pacifies and prostrate. Those who are liberated and also show the path of liberation, the holy feel qualified with realizations, who are devoted to the moral precepts, to you the Sangha I prostrate. Perform all the perfect virtuous actions, subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of the Buddha. A star, a visual aberration, a flame of lamp, an illusion, a drop of dew, a dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud sea, conditioned things as such. Through these merits may sentient beings attain the rank of all-seeing, subdue the four faults, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, perturbed by the ways of aging, sickness, and death. Okay, Heart Sutra, page 29. I prostrate to the red tubal gem. And thus did I hear at one time the Buddha was dwelling on the Mass of Vultures mountain Rajgriha, together with a great community of monks and a great community of bodhisattvas. At that time the Buddha was absorbed in concentration on the categories of phenomena called profound illumination. Also at that time the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Aravatokateshvara looked upon the very practice of the profound illumination of wisdom and beheld those five aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Then through the power of the Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said this to the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Aravatokateshvara. Train. He said that in the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Aravatokateshvara said this to the Venerable Shariputra. Shariputra, any son of the lineage or daughter of the lineage who wishes to practice the activity of profound perfection of wisdom should look upon it like this correctly and repeatedly, beholding those five aggregates also as empty of inherent nature. Form is empty, emptiness is form. Empty is not other than form. Form is also not other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, composite factors, and consciousness is empty. Shariputra, likewise, all phenomena are empty, without characteristic, unproduced, unceased, stainless, not without stain, not deficient, not fulfilled. Shariputra, therefore, in emptiness there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no composite factors, no consciousness, no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no visual form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no object to touch, and no phenomenon. There is no I element and so on up to and including no mind element and no mental consciousness element. There is no ignorance, no extinction of ignorance and so on up to and including no aging and death and no extinction of aging and death. Similarly, there is no suffering or origination, cessation of path. There is no exalted wisdom, no attainment, and also no non-attainment. Because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on and dwell in perfection of wisdom, the mind without obscuration and thus without fear. Having completely passed beyond error, they reach the end point of nirvana. All the Buddhas who dwell in 3 times also manifestly completely awakened to unsurpassable, perfect, complete enlightenment and reliance on the perfection of wisdom. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, unsurpassed mantra equal to the unequal, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering, should be known as truth since it is not false. When the professional wisdom is declared, Dhyata Om Gade Gade Bara Sam Gade Bodhi Swaha. Shariputra, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, should train in the profound professional wisdom like that. Then the Buddha arose from their concentration and commanded the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Aravatokateshvara, saying, well said, son of the lineage, it is like that, it is like that. One should practice the profound professional wisdom just as you have indicated. Even the Tathagatas rejoice. The Buddha having thus spoken, the Venerable Shariputra, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Aravatokateshvara, those anointed and tied, along with the world of gods, humans, asuras, and Gandharvas, were overjoyed and highly praised as spoken by the Buddha. Visualize the Buddha Shakyamuni exhorts us thus: don't remain in the fears of samsara. Come towards ultimate happiness by awakening the seed of perfection, the Buddha nature within yourself. And you hearing this melodious voice of Buddha Shakyamuni, you inspire your 2 parents, your children, your family members, and all the sentient beings, informing them, look, this is what a compassionate teacher Buddha Shakyamuni is exhorting us. Let us not remain in fears of samsara anymore. Let us all go towards ultimate happiness by awakening the seed of perfection within yourself, by removing the mental defilements, by restoring wisdom of emptiness, complemented by the bodhicitta, grounded on the great compassion and supported by the renunciation. And everyone so happily joins you.
being so tired of the conditioned existence of samsara, all the fears of life.
Deyatam Om Gade Gade Paragate Parasam Gade Bodhi Swaha Deyatam Om Gade Gade Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhi Swaha Tyata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhi Swaha Tyata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhi Swaha Tyata Om Gate Gate Paragate Rasam Gate Bodhi Swaha Tyatha Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhi Swaha Tyatha Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhi Swaha. By the teachings of the three supreme jewels possessing power of truth, may an outer and the inner transformed, may they be dispelled, may they be non-existent, may they be pacified, may all negative forces opposed to the Dharma be completely pacified, may the host of 80,000 struggles be pacified, may we be separated from conditions harmful to the Dharma, may all enjoyments be in accord with the Dharma, may auspicious and perfect happiness pervade this place now. 8 verses of mind training, next page. With the determination to achieve the highest aim, for the benefit of all sentient beings, we surpass even the wish-fulfilling gem, may hold them dear at all times. Whenever I interact with someone, may view myself as lowest amongst all, and from the very depths of my heart, respectfully hold others as superior. In all my deeds, may I probe it in my mind, and as soon as mental and emotional afflictions arise, as they endanger myself and others, may I strongly confront them and avert them. When I see beings of unpleasant character, and those oppressed by strong negativity and suffering, may I hold them dear, for they are rare to find, as if I have discovered a jewel treasure. When others out of jealousy treat me wrongly with abuse, slander, and scorn, may I take upon myself the defeat and offer to others the victory. When someone whom I have helped or in whom I have placed great hopes misses me in extremely hurtful ways, may I regard them still as my precious teacher. In brief, may I offer benefit and joy to all my mothers, both directly and indirectly. May I quietly take upon myself all hurts and pains from my mothers. May all these remain undefiled by the stains of the age-maintained concerns, and may I, recognizing all things as illusions, devoid of clinging, be released from bondage. From my two collections, vast the space that I have amassed, from working with effort at this practice for a great length of time, may I become the shielded Buddha for all those whose minds wisdom eyes blinded by ignorance. Next page, 7-limb practice. I bow down to the youthful Arya Manjushri. You alliance amongst humans, gone to freedom in the present, past, and future, in the worlds of 10 directions. To all of you with body, speech, and sincere mind, I bow down, with the energy or aspiration for the Bodhisattva way, with a sense of deep respect, and with as many bodies as atoms of the world. To all you Buddhas, visualize this real, I bow down. On every atom of Buddha's numberless atoms, each atom is a host of Bodhisattvas, and I am confident the sphere of all phenomena is entirely filled with the Buddha's
Buddhas in this way. With the infinite oceans of praise for you, I chose the sound from as per my voice. I sing the breathtaking excellence of Buddhas and celebrate all of you Sugathas. Beautiful flowers and regal garlands, sweet music, scented oils and parasols, sparkling lights and sublime incense are offered to victorious ones of Buddhas. Fine dress and fragrant perfumes, sandalwood powder heaped high as Mount Meru, all wondrous offerings in spectacular array are offered to victorious ones. With transcendent offering, peerless and vast, with profound admiration for all the Buddhas, with strength of conviction in the Bodhisattva way, I offer and bow down to all victorious ones. Every harmful action I have done, anger and confusion, all these I openly lay bare before you. I lift my heart and rejoice in all the merit of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in 10 directions, of souls to realize that here are still training, and those beyond, and of all ordinary beings. You who are the bright lights of worlds in 10 directions, who have attained the Buddha's omniscience through the stage of awakening, all you who are my guides, please turn the supreme wheel of Dharma. With palms together, I earnestly request you who may actualize parinirvana, please stay with us for eons, numberless as atoms of the world, for the happiness and well-being of all wanderers in samsara. Whatever slight merit I may have accumulated by making of prostrations, offering and confessing, rejoicing and requesting that the Buddhas stay and teach, I now dedicate all this for the full awakening of all beings. Short mantra offering. This ground anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, the 4 continents, the sun and the moon. I imagine this as a Buddha filled and over it. May all sentient beings enjoy this pure land. May be blessed their mind is directed towards the Dharma. May I be blessed that my Dharma practices on the proper path. May I be blessed that the path is free of flaws. May I be blessed that the flaws are seen in the light of exalted wisdom. Becoming frustrated by ignorance, they grasp a true existence. Please bless me to generate genuine renunciation, seeing all aspects of samsara as viciously repulsive. Please bless me that our mind stream overflows with the precious Bodhicitta that cherishes others and more. Please bless me to have an immaculate experience of the wisdom of emptiness that does not see even an atom of intrinsic reality on the basis of understanding how things come into being by dependent origination through mere conditioning. Please bless me that my mind stream overflows with the precious wisdom of non-duality, bliss and emptiness. The foundation of all good qualities. The foundation of all good qualities is a kind of perfect pure Guru. Correct devotion to him is the root of the path. By clearly seeing this and applying great effort, please bless me to rely upon him with great respect. Understanding that the present freedom of this rebirth is one for only once, is greatly meaningful and is difficult to find away again. Please bless me to generate the mind that unceasingly day and night takes its essence. This life is as impermanent water bubble. After that, just like a shadow follows the body, the results of virtues and non-virtues come and follow. Finding firm and definite conviction in this, please bless me always to be careful to abandon even the slightest negativities and accomplish all virtuous deeds. Samsaric splendors are unsatisfying and unreliable. Seeking them is the door to all suffering. Recognizing these shortcomings, please bless me to generate a strong wish for the bliss of liberation. Let by this pure thought, mindfulness, alertness, and great caution arise. The root of teaching is keeping the Pratyamoksha vows. Please bless me to accomplish this essential practice. Just as I have fallen into this from samsara. So for all mother migrated beings, please bless me to see this twin and supreme Bodhicitta and bear the responsibility of freeing migratory beings. Even if I develop Bodhicitta, but I don't practice the 3 types of morality, with my clear recognition of this, please bless me to practice the Bodhisattva vows with great energy. Once I pacify distractions to wrong objects and correctly analyze the meaning of reality, please bless me to generate quickly within my mind stream a unified path of karma abiding special insight. Having become a pure vessel by training in the general path, please bless me to enter the holy gateway of the fortunate ones, the supreme Vajra vehicle. At that time, the basis of accomplishing the 2 attainments is keeping pure vows and samaya. As I become firmly convinced of this, please bless me to protect these vows and pledges like my life. Then, having realized the importance of the 2 stages, essence of Vajrayana, by practicing with great energy, never giving up the 4 sessions, please bless me to realize the teachings of the Holy Guru. Like that, may the Gurus who practice have long lives. Please bless me to pacify completely all out and inner hindrances. In all my lives, never separated from perfect Gurus. May quality in the state of Vajratara. You are Avalokiteshvara, great treasure of compassion not aimed at true existence, a Manjushri, master of flawless wisdom, as well as Vajrapani, destroyer of hosts of demons without exception. Tsongkhapa, crown jewel of the sage of the land of snows, of Santapa, at your feet I make prostrations. Okay, tamjene jugasam jeba jinrin to Cosmes yoga. 5 minutes meditation. Okay, ready? Okay. Next, renunciation on the basis of the four seals. Again, it's not going to be guided as we did yesterday. Are you ready? Renunciation is to renounce the miseries. To renounce the miseries, we need to know how to renounce the cause of the miseries, and of the many ways and many treatises, the formats of the meditation, the renunciation, the ground for all these practices is the Buddha's, the four seals. The four seals are directed towards removing the misconceptions, and on that basis creating a correct perception, and thus the correct feeling is created, and the genuine renunciation is built on that basis. All composite things are impermanent. All contaminated things of suffering nature. Everything is the nature of emptiness and selflessness. Transcending sorrow is absolute peace and nirvana. This aspiration to experience the emptiness, where all the miseries, mental agitations, stress, tension, depression, mental disturbance, sorrow, all dissolve. This is the meaning of transcendental sorrow, and which is absolute peace. The aspiration to seek this experience is the final understanding of renunciation. Abide in this experience for a while. Okay, slowly come out of this practice. Let's take a few seconds rest before we move to the Bodhicitta practice on the basis of the 4 immeasurables. immeasurables ready? Okay. Therefore, again the same thing. We will not do a guided meditation. It's going to be your own practice, but be mindful that each of the four immeasurables has four the facets. 1, how good would it be? Number 2, may all beings be? Number 3, I will take the responsibility. Number 4, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, they send the blessings. Then number 5, you rejoice and you feel the tremendous joy having seen that the beings have benefited. 5 points. Are you ready? Immeasurable loving kindness. Immeasurable compassion. immeasurable joy. Immeasurable equanimity. Underlying all the foreign measurables is unconditional love towards all demon sentient beings. Abide in this beautiful mind of unconditional love towards all beings, reassuring each one of the demon sentient beings, have no fear, I'm there to take care of you. All the demon sentient beings, they're so happy, they feel so special in your eyes. With folded hands, let us make a beautiful commitment of Bodhicitta, the most beautiful mind on this earth. 3 times. May I become Buddha for the benefit of all my dear mother sentient beings. May I become for the benefit of all my dear mother sentient beings. May I become Buddha for the benefit of all my dear mother sentient beings. Abide in this courageous mind of Bodhicitta. Slowly transform this beautiful mind of Bodhicitta into a spotless clean moon disk, 1 inch or 1.5 inches in diameter, horizontally sitting with the heart. It's amazing that you made such a courageous commitment to become Buddha, but how come that you can become Buddha? What guarantees that you can become Buddha? Yes, I have the Buddha nature. The seed of perfection is there already within me. I don't have to look for the seed out from outside. It's already within me. Yes, but then since time immemorial till now, this seed has never awakened. How can you say that now it will be awakened? Yes, that's true. Since time immemorial till now, I've been befriending with the 2 demons, self-grasping and self-centered attitude, thinking that they are the best of my friends. And today, I'm disillusioned by this. Henceforth, I will never ever give in to the 2 demons. I will only exterminate them. How can I exterminate them? By resorting to a very powerful remedy. What is the remedy? The wisdom of emptiness. What is that wisdom of emptiness? Okay, quickly retrieve the experience of emptiness that we meditated earlier as the 3rd seal of the 4 seals. Slowly transform this very courageous mind of the wisdom of emptiness into a spotless, clean white vajra, thumb-sized white vajra, vertically sitting on the moon disk of the heart. It's amazing that the moon disk symbolizing the conventional bodhicitta to counteract the self-centered attitude, and the vajra symbolizes the ultimate bodhicitta, the non-dual wisdom of emptiness of the Arya Bodhisattvas, to counteract the self-grasping ignorance and all the subtle stains. Okay, now I'm very fortunate that my mental defilements are going to be got rid of completely, and the Buddha nature inside will manifest. No external factors can henceforth disturb me, and my peace of mind, the bliss of the blissful mind, the mind of the union of bliss and emptiness is going to be manifested, completely manifest altogether. Yes, but what's the point? If you become enlightened, you are free, you experience fearlessness and infinite happiness. But what about all the dear sentient beings? Yes, that's true. But the intense compassion, this compassion activates the Vajramuni to have to multiply infinite number of times. share one set of Vajra moon at the heart of your mother, one set with your father, one set with each one of your children, and your dear sentient beings, all sentient beings. Here in Kalachakra Center, the human beings, animals, insects, god and goddesses, spirits, hungry ghosts, hell beings, and each and everyone in France, each and everyone in your own country, each and everyone in the entire world system, the universe. Okay, let us not forget that all Bodhisattvas, they are also watching us. We are so fortunate that the Bodhisattvas, their aspirations, since the first general Bodhicitta, their aspiration for us is what you're doing now. And they're so happy today. Why not we invite all the Bodhisattvas to be the witness, to request them to be a witness, and to be the guest to our undertaking the aspiration Bodhisattva ceremony. As a gesture requesting, make this request, along with all the sentient beings, let us slowly stand up to make 3 prostrations to all Bodhisattvas. Okay, on your right knees. Page 47. Okay, reinforce the visualization of all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. They are so happy today, after all these many lifetimes of our engaging in all meaningless things. And today we are doing the greatest of the meanings. Suddenly, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, they couldn't believe what is happening today. They are so happy. And all your 2 parents, your children, and all family members, and all sentient beings, is a great. If you become Buddha, then all of them are going to be somehow taken to these 5 paths, Gade, Para, some of the Buddhists saw very swiftly. And if you don't become Buddha, then all those who are karmically connected, very strongly karmically connected with you, they have to wait. Somehow they're going to hover around the samsara, going through all the agonizing pains. So it's heavily dependent on you, and the greatest meaning of your life is to really benefit them. And why not we do this? And yes, all the beings, they are so happy today. The final hope, the light of the hope that they have is you. And you are now, after all these many lifetimes being wasted and they having to suffer terribly, now that they see that they're taking the initiative. Now they see the light, final light of the hope. And it's amazing. So you are doing really, really, really something praiseworthy, something to be praised by all Bodhisattvas, something to be admired and to be really grateful about by all the dear sentient beings. This is what you're doing today. So with that in mind, the first stanza 3 times wholeheartedly, and all the dear sentient beings, they are joining you. It is through this practice you visualize all of them all the sentient beings, and somehow all those very strongly karmically connected people, they're going to be driven towards the Buddhahood by your swiftly achieving Buddhahood. I go for refuge to the Triple Gem. I confess the negativities individually. I rejoice in the virtues of all the beings. I hold the precious Buddha in my heart. I go for refuge to the Triple Gem. I confess the negativities individually. I rejoice in the virtues of all the beings. I hold the precious Buddha in my heart. I go for refuge in the Triple Gem. I confess the negativities individually. I rejoice in the virtues of all the beings. I hold the precious Buddha in my heart. Okay, the next two stanzas, the most important, the ceremony. Let's all how to say this and make the commitment to Bodhicitta and the commitment to engage in the Bodhisattva deeds. Gurus, Buddhas, and Bodhisattvas, please pay heed to me. Just as previous Buddhas have generated the amount of Bodhicitta, and just as they successfully dwell in the Bodhisattva practices, likewise for the benefit of all sentient beings, I'll generate the amount of Bodhicitta, and likewise shall I too successfully follow the Bodhisattva practices. Gurus, Buddhas, and Bodhisattvas, please pay heed to me. Just as previous Buddhas have generated the amount of Bodhicitta, and just as they successfully dwell in the Bodhisattva practices, likewise for the benefit of all sentient beings, I'll regenerate the amount of Bodhicitta, and likewise shall I too successfully follow the Bodhisattva practices. Gurus, Buddhas, and Bodhisattvas, please pay heed to me. Just as previous Buddhas have generated the amount of Bodhicitta, and just as they successfully dwell in the Bodhisattva practices, likewise for the benefit of all sentient beings, I will generate the amount of Bodhicitta, and likewise shall I too successfully follow the Bodhisattva practices. Feel the joy over having received the aspiration Bodhisattva vow. This is the greatest moment in your life. Just imagine. The whole this life you have been, in the first place, you have not met with the Dharma. Having met with the Dharma is so, having met with them, of course, is so fortunate, having met with the Dharma. And then what kind of Dharma they were practicing, more like beliefs, rituals, and so forth. And now today we see that they're full of meaning there, not just a dry ritual, full of meaning there. And all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, they feel so proud of what we're doing here. And all sentient beings, they now see that there's a light of hope there. Now the one who has the perfect potential, who can really swiftly become enlightened, and then we are going to be driven towards that direction. One Prince Siddhartha, he became Buddha, and because of which how many millions and billions and trillions of beings are being led to the Buddhahood. Likewise, so many beings are heavily dependent on your achieving Buddhahood, and as long as you don't achieve Buddhahood, they have to constantly suffer. And the moment you swiftly achieve Buddhahood, you achieve Buddhahood, then they are automatically driven towards the Buddhahood, the way the Prince Siddhartha did. For all of us, millions and trillions of beings. So if this is the reality, it's a very serious matter. I must become Buddha as soon as possible. And today, you did it. And all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, they're so proud, so happy. Their dream come true. They're so happy to see that the young tender daughter, the young tender son, made this first public performance. They're so proud. This incredible happiness, the pride that they feel, invoke the Vajramuni in their hearts to multiply infinite number of times. And all these replicas in Biraj, they descend to merge with the one that visualizes of the heart, thereby becoming non-dual, stabilized, and blessed. Likewise, all these replicas, innumerable replicas, in Mirage like rain shower, they descend to merge with the one that visualizes at the heart of your mother, at the heart of your father, at the heart of each one of your child, each one of your family members, every sentient being here in Kalachakra, the tiny insects, the spirits, the animals, the hungry ghosts, the hell beings, the gods and goddesses, human beings, and with each one of the sentient beings in this universe, in the entire universe. Now the Virgin Moon at the heart of each one of the sentient beings, everyone in the universe, they are being blessed, become non-dual, stabilized, blessed by the Virgin Moons of infinite Virgin Moons of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Amazing. Now this is where the point is, that you become Buddha swiftly because of this gesture. This is the first dawn, the dawn of the day, the dawn of the day of the Buddhahood. And today you have made this dawn happen. That all the dear sentient beings who are so karmically connected with you, millions and trillions are waiting there. Amazing. For them, the light of the hope finally shines. And this is your greatest gift for them. And this greatest offering to all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Even they cannot do anything to all these dear sentient beings because they are more karmically connected with you than all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas who already reached that level. So they're actually waiting for you. They're to inspire us, bless us. And today they succeeded because of your effort. They're so proud of you. Even for all the dear sentient beings, all others just waiting for you to become enlightened. All the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, they feel so happy for them, happy for you. And they themselves feel so proud. The parents take the pride to see that their daughter and their son made a beautiful, perfect performance for the first time. And this is all happening. This is the greatest meaning out of life. If somebody do ask you, what's the greatest meaning for, what's the meaning of life? This is the meaning. This is the greatest meaning. Imagine there are 7 billion human beings. All are dear sentient beings there. Human beings and the infinite number of these sentient beings on this planet Earth. But how many of them had this opportunity? And today we are so fortunate. On behalf of them, you did it. It's amazing. All the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, they are so happy. This greatest meaning given to your own life. And this is all happening, let us not forget, this is all happening because of the kindness of all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Let us, along with all dear sentient beings, let us truly stand up to make 3 prostrations to all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Okay, so this practice, how can we guarantee that we can be connected with this practice in future lifetimes? And once connected, how to rigorously delve into this practice so that the path to enlightenment is very swift. For that matter, we do the following recitations with the meanings reflected. And all beings are joining you, all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas are watching us to bless us. Page 48. Throughout my future lifetimes, may I always be guided by the compassionate Buddha and be able to uphold the true precious Bodhicittas even in the course of my life. Throughout my future lifetimes, may I always be guided by the compassionate Buddha and be able to uphold the true precious Bodhicittas even in the course of my life. Throughout my future lifetimes, may I always be guided by the compassionate Buddha and be able to uphold the true precious Bodhicittas even in the course of my life. In order to further increase this bodhicitta from now on, those with discernment who have lucidly seized and awakened the mind of bodhicitta in this way should highly praise in the following manner. Today my life is borne fruit. Having well obtained this human existence, I have been born in the family of the Buddha, and now am one among Buddha's children. Thus, whatever actions I do from now on must be in accord with the family. Never shall I disgrace or pollute this noble and unsullied race. Just like a blind person discovering a jewel in a heap of rubbish, likewise by some coincidence an awakened mind has been born within me. It's a supreme ambrosia that overcomes the sovereignty of death. It's the inexhaustible treasure that eliminates all poverty in the world. It's the supreme medicine that quells the world's disease. It's a tree that shelters all beings wandering and tired on the path of conditioned existence. It's a universal bridge that leads to freedom from unhappy states of birth. It's the dawning moon of the mind that dispels the torment of disturbing conceptions. It's a great sun that finally removes the misty ignorance of the world. It's a quintessential butter from the churn of the middle of Dharma. For all those guests traveling on the path of conditioned existence who wish to experience abundance of happiness, this will satisfy them with joy and actually place them in supreme bliss. Today, in the presence of all the protectors, I invite the world to be guests at a festival of temporary and ultimate delight. May gods, demigods, and all be joyful. Page 44. Therefore, sentient beings resemble dreams. Upon analysis, they are like plantain trees. Whether they are released or not from sorrow, ultimately there is no difference. What is there to gain and what is there to lose with things that are empty of true existence in this way? Who is there to pay me respect and who is there to abuse me? From what are pleasure and pain derived? What is there to be happy or unhappy about? One searches for the ultimate nature. Who is there to crave and what is there to crave for? Upon analysis, this world of living beings is found to have no true existence. Therefore, who can die here? What is there to become and what is been? Who are friends and who are relatives? O you who are investigating reality, please recognize, as I have done, that all is just like space. Those who wish to be happy are greatly disturbed by cause for conflict and overjoyed by the cause for pleasure. But not finding happiness, they suffer, and in order to find it, they exert themselves. They argue with others, cut and stab one another. With many wrong deeds, they live in a state of great hardship. Even though they repeatedly come to happy existences and experience much pleasure there, upon dying they fall for a long time into the unbearable suffering lower realms. Within conditioned existence, the chasms of suffering are many, and the liberating comprehension of the ultimate truth is absent. Furthermore, the apprehension of true existence and the understanding of emptiness mutually contradict one another. But if while in conditioned existence I do not realize this ultimate truth, I shall continue to experience a limitless ocean of misery, unbearable and beyond analogy. Likewise, I have little strength for virtue, and my human life of leisure and endowment is indeed very short. Also, I strive hard to live long and avoid illness. I am concerned with hunger and sleep. I am enjoyed by others and keep meaningless company with the childish. Therefore, this life swiftly passes with no meaning, and it is very hard to find the chance to investigate reality. In this whereas they are the means to reverse this beginningless habit of grasping a true existence. Furthermore, devils are exerting themselves to cast us into vast unfortunate realms. There are many mistaken paths, and it is hard to resolve doubts about the perfect way. It will be hard to find the leisure of human life again, and extremely difficult to find the presence of the Buddhas. It is hard to forsake this flood of afflictions. Alas, sentient beings will continue to suffer. Oh, indeed, it is worth feeling sorrow for those that drift in the river of pain, who, although they experience great misery, are unaware of the suffering they go through. For example, some ascetics wash themselves again and again, and others repeatedly enter fire, but although they thereby suffer greatly, they pretend themselves as being happy. Similarly, those who mistake their suffering for joy and live as though there were no aging or death are first of all killed by the Lord of death, and then experience the unbearable misery of falling into lower realms. When shall I be able to extinguish the pains of those tormented by the fires of suffering, by the rain of my accumulated happiness that has sprung from the clouds of my merits, and by having a manner of not objectifying true existence, intensely will I gather the accumulation of merit? When will I be able to reveal emptiness to those who are wretched and sad by view of true existence? Okay, so this the taking the aspiration Bodhisattva vow, the ceremony. If you can do this, of course, on a daily basis, this is so good, And we can't really expect to experience bodhicitta even by doing this practice on a daily basis. We can't expect to experience bodhicitta within a day like this, but for sure, over time, you can feel the difference, you can feel the change, and where the feeling cannot be invoked, over time, gradually, you can feel that it's being invoked. Then we think about compassion on a very stable form, that the goosebumps, the cold waves flowing your body, these things can happen. Even reading the benefits of bodhicitta, you can feel that on a very stable. Okay, say once in a while it happens, that's fine. Of course, even that is very precious, but stably, you could feel this experience stably. For that matter, it is only through consistent practice. So therefore, it will be good, particularly for those people who have time. If you can take this experience of Bodhisattva on a daily basis, that would be wonderful. And sometimes it can become mechanical, it doesn't matter. And then, whereas if you be deprived of your job and the very serious or the huge household, the chores and so forth, in which case then you can take it, say like once in a week. The weekends, when you're free, when you're more free, you can take it. And the minimum, like once a month, if you can take this, that would be wonderful. Okay, this is finally the greatest meaning out of life. And we are all busy with this all household chores, so forth. For what? For myself and for my family. And for my family and for yourself, the greatest meaning is taking this aspect of Bodhisattva. And this we see as well, like not for me and my family. And the immediate thing, like, the immediate works, so forth, that seems to be more happy. This is unwise. At least you can do it like once in a week. And if not, once a month, that would be wonderful. Okay, directing prayers. So before that, Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Swaha. 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 Om Mani Beme Ho. 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 Beme Ho. Om Mani 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 Beme Ho. Om Arabazanadi. 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 Om Dare Dudare Dure Soha. 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 Om Dare Dudare Dure Om Dare Dudare Dure Soha. 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 The Medicine Buddha short mantra. Tyada Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samungade Soha. Tyada Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samungade Soha. Tyada Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samungade Soha. Tyada Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Ranza Samungade Soha. Tyada
Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Raza Samonga de Soha Tiata Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Raza Samonga de Soha Tiata Om Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Raza Samonga de Soha. Dedication prayers. I dedicate the merit thus gathered towards the realization that is in the prayers of the Buddhas and Bodhisattas of the 3 times, and to the upholding of the doctrine, scripture, and insight. May I know all lives through the force of this merit, never separate from the 4 wheels of the Mahayana vehicle, and accomplish all the stages of the path, renunciation, bodhicitta, perfect in the 2 stages. From my 2 collections, vast space that I have amassed, from working with effort at this practice for a great length of time, may I become the chief living Buddha for all those whose minds were blinded with ignorance. Deyata Om Gade Gade Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhi Swaha Deyata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhi Swaha Deyata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhi Swaha Deyata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhi Swaha. Okay, 3 prostrations.